Do you feel like you're carrying a secret? A part of yourself you keep hidden? A mistake you made, a fear you can't face, possibly an emotion you just refuse to feel, believing that if no one sees it, including yourself, it doesn't exist and it's not harming you in any way. But what we hide in the dark continues to grow and hold power over us. It keeps us stuck, keeps us unable to move forward, unable to change, to connect with ourselves or to others. Just keeps us from growing. So this session is about bringing what's hidden into the light. It's about admitting the truth to ourselves. Not to shame ourselves, but to free ourselves. Because you know something is there, and that you can't transform it if you keep hiding it. So see the description box for a few articles on the research, the science of how this will work. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how strong is the feeling of what you're hiding? Whether you actually pretty much know what it is, or you're going to be trying to tap because you know something's there and you'd just like to invite it forward. If any feelings or sensations or emotions come up, just observe them. Give them space to process, and then keep tapping and get back to repeating after me when you're ready. And then we'll check on that 1 to 10 scale when we're done. So, okay. Deep breath. Here we go. You'll just tap with and repeat after me. Even though I've been hiding this part of myself, I deeply and completely accept, love, and honor myself. Even though I'm afraid of what will happen if I show this part of me. I fully and completely honor and support myself. Even though I've been holding on to this secret, I choose to release it now and be free. Even though I feel like I'm protecting myself by hiding the truth. I choose to come forward and know that I am safe with myself in the light. Even though I've been hiding it, I'm ready to name it, face it, and feel it. That way I can process it, transform it, and heal it. I am so afraid to admit this. I've been hiding it for so long. It feels safer to keep it a secret. What will people think of me? What will I think of me? This is a part of me that I'm ashamed of. I don't want to face this truth. I'm afraid of what will happen if I admit it. It's just easier to pretend the secret isn't there. But I feel so stuck because I keep hiding it. And still I'm afraid to share this secret. What if the truth is too painful? I'm so tired of carrying this burden. I know logically I can't transform it if I keep hiding it. I can't heal it if it stays in the dark. So I ask that it come forward gently and not overwhelm me. I ask all parts of me to send forth anything to do with this. Kindly and in a light of healing, processing, and transforming. It's okay. I can handle this. I'm safe. I'm ready to honor and heal this secret. It takes courage to face the truth. And all this hiding is holding me back. I can be honest with myself. I'm safe with myself. I can handle whatever comes up. I can heal. Whatever I've been hiding from me, I can heal. Whatever I've been hiding from others, I can confront them if I want to, or not, but still heal. I'm safe to admit this to myself so I can begin healing myself. I'm giving myself permission to be honest with myself now. To support myself in however I need to transform this into healing. I'm honoring myself by facing this truth now. Not everything has to be shared with other people. But my truth is valid and important for me to know and acknowledge. So I drop any fear of getting to know myself now. I release any shame, fear, or anxiety. I cannot transform it if I keep hiding it. I choose to transform what I've been hiding from. I choose to heal from my secrets. I am brave enough to face this truth. I'm letting go of my shame and supporting myself in growth. I am ready to heal now. I'm ready to see all of myself with curiosity and heal myself with compassion. I am taking my life back from whatever it is that I am hiding. I am safe in my vulnerability. I can share my secrets with no one or just those that I trust. I can certainly trust myself for myself. I am safe in my vulnerability. I can share my secrets with no one or just those that I trust. I am safe in my vulnerability. I can share my secrets with no one or just those that I trust. I am safe in my vulnerability. I can share my secrets with no one or just those that I trust. I can certainly trust myself for my secrets to come forward now. I am ready to heal and move forward. Whatever is hidden, I can face this. I can feel this. I can process this. I can transform this. Because I am no longer hiding this, I can do this. I was afraid to admit this, but now I'm ready to transform it. I'm letting go of the need to hide and choosing to heal instead. I'm ready to live an honest, authentic life with myself and with whoever I choose to connect with. I am setting myself free now. Deep breath and see where you are in that 1 to 10 scale. It is amazing of you, for you, to be here for yourself in this video doing this work. Admitting a hard truth to ourselves is the first step towards true healing and transformation. And by doing this, shedding the weight of a secret, whether it was from when you were your child all the way up to something you did when you were in your teens as an adult, it's you stepping into your power. And like some of the statements mentioned, it may not be something that you need to admit to anybody else. Perhaps it's a mistake or regret that you have that you simply need to face, head on for yourself so that you can forgive yourself, even if you can't fix it, or you can't fix it with that person or those people, however it is. But so that you can show yourself that you've grown, you wouldn't do it again, and you can move on from it and move on from that part of your past. Or if it's something that you want to work on, and perhaps a member of, a therapist or a member of your family, clergy, friends, if you really feel that you need to speak it out loud. And it's important to remember that there are certain modalities of therapy out there that don't require that you get into the nitty-gritty details. If it's a fear you simply want to get rid of and it's been hiding because it was scary or embarrassing, or it could be a trauma that happened that you need to deal with from, say, your childhood or your past or a relationship, but you simply don't want to or can't. You don't want to put it into words. You can't. If you were really young or frozen in fear, you literally don't have the words. It's a feeling or a sensation. And those modalities include like EMDR, BWRT. So hopefully, tapping can help you with any of the emotions or the sensations that came up. And you can look around the channel to see if I have videos out already on it. Fear, tension, sadness, I have lots of them up there. But if you don't see what you're looking for, you can drop me a comment and I'll see what I can do. Or if you find that that you just really want to work with somebody one-on-one, then you kind of, my suggestion would be to keep a journal next to you or your phone on do not disturb kind of while you're tapping. So you may keep trying tapping and you realize, I can get almost all these things, but not this one, or all these things from a 10 down to a 1, and then I get stuck. So as you tap, keep notes to yourself or voice notes on your phone. And when you feel something come up, the memory, sensation, emotion, there may be a few that you find would be easier to let someone else help you with. And oftentimes, if you don't want to get into the details of it, how I started this whole thing, you don't have to. Of course, because we're working from our own perspective of an issue when we're doing self-help tapping, the amazing thing is a lot of those things can heal on their own, no doubt. But sometimes somebody from the outside is likely to ask you a different or a pointed question from their outside perspective, something that may be a little bit more general, since they don't know exactly what you're thinking or what you're feeling, and that leads you to something you might not have gotten to on your own because you're thinking of it from the angle that you're coming at it from, and they from the outside only know so much of it. Or you're staying very general with yourself, which sometimes we can do, and they will go in and ask that deeper question. And this may evoke an emotional response or a sensation or a memory long enough, that where or what it is. And again, the thing is with some of those, again, like EMDR or like BWRT, you find someone certified in those, you don't have to talk about it. You can just say, oh yeah, there it is, or they can kind of work with you then just to zap right into it. So sometimes that can be faster, or you just might want that outside help. Sometimes you may not be interested in, or possibly, can't afford to go to therapy, or there's a family or cultural bias against getting outside help. So you can do the same thing with tapping. All those things will still come up, if you're keeping those notes or voice notes of where you feel them somewhere specific in your body, or, and then go look for the different videos on those emotions or sensations. I don't tap here. In my videos, I don't tap directly in the middle of my chest, but I sometimes will tap there, trying to take a few deep breaths when I am really stuck on something, or double breaths, and I keep going to allow this space to open up as I'm tapping and kind of working through the memories or emotions, the words, and suddenly I'll have a huge breath, almost like a yawn, but it feels like the tension unlocks, almost like a crack in the bone or something. And I've had a viewer ask about tapping on the head, and or people do also along under here, but these are very distracting and painful for me. Sometimes my hand goes up there automatically, and I figure, well, I guess that's what I need to do, and so I will. But if there is, someplace that's very sore, it'll be like usually under one of my eyes or like my collarbone. And whatever the topic is, I listen to my body and stay there for a while as I tap. So try really hard to focus on whatever feeling, memory, sensation is coming up. And you can always do that even as you're repeating after me. You may stay in one place for the whole video. And it's okay to do that if that's what feels right. Or you could do the whole tapping on your hand, or work in your head, as it feels right and best to you. Because it's really most important to focus in on and letting come up those specific emotions, those sensations, those memories, looking at it and acknowledging and asking it basically, hey, what is this about? Can you come forward nicely? Let me know what's going on without overwhelming me. Please don't, send me into a panic attack or anything here, because sometimes we have to face something and say, yeah, you know what? I did that. Or I did that to that person, or I made that person feel that way. Or that person that I really loved or trusted or liked, they did that to me. Or just this thing happened. Because sometimes it can be something that nobody did to us. It could have been a fire or an earthquake, a car accident, something like that. But just, we kept right on going afterwards. So nope, I'm fine, I'm good. And you go back to work and back to school and back to life as if everything was okay, but really the trauma in that instantaneous second that it happened, that they said it, that they did it, that the earthquake, knocked you off the railing that you were at, whatever it is, that trauma settled into you. And so now we need to bring it back up to the surface, and no more hiding from it. That way we can process it and heal it. Which is why you're here. So keep tapping on this to reinforce that commitment to your truth, your freedom, your peace, your contentment. Because you're very worthy. You're absolutely worthy, just like everyone else, of living without unnecessary burdens. Something happened, we deal with it, and we, want to do all we can to heal and move forward. So try tapping once a day until whatever is hiding in the light, you may have an inkling or know what it is, you just really are struggling to kind of dip far into it or really let it up, and you may not know, you just kind of it was a thing, or you kind of know there's something about this person that didn't feel right, and I just always feel wrong about that whole relationship. But as you tap on it and say, hey, come to light, you may realize that sometimes like one of I say a friend a long time ago of mine that a lot of people just did not like, and I just thought they weren't being very fair to her, and then over time I realized, yeah, actually not a very good person, that kind of, but I had to be willing to sit there and let it into like what feels wrong about this. And, I went into it honestly feeling like I hadn't maybe defended her enough, or that kind of, and realized more and more that no, some of it can be that I wasn't listening to the best of the people in my life, and, trying to say she's not, she's taking advantage of you, and that kind of, and then the shame of she did take advantage of me and she did treat me like that, and I can't believe I allowed that to happen. And I can't believe I didn't see that, or, those sort of things. So, but it was a matter of really looking at it and giving that space for it to come forward, and then go, I'm not calling her back up and making friends with her again just so I can say, hey, you know what, that wasn't, sometimes it's a matter of, letting things, and it could be something really, like, that's fairly benign in comparison to if there's something like maybe you, I don't know, stole something really big, or crashed somebody's car or something like that, and blamed it on somebody else as a teenager. Like, I'm trying to think of something big that you would, hide. But yeah, something like that where you just have to go, there's really nothing I can do about it now. They're either passed away or it's 20 years ago or that's it, but I still just feel this awful guilt about it. Oh my God. Let's let that go. Let's heal from it, move on, if you really feel some need to do some kind of penance or something, go, help somebody fix maybe their car or something along those lines, but carrying that forward with you isn't helping. It's not doing any good. It's, that kind of thing. So, and then of course there are way bigger ones that would have been certain types of abuse and whatnot, especially as a child. And X, Y, and Z. I'm trying to be careful because of YouTube. I don't want to be censored, but those can be really difficult. And of course, if you need help with those, I definitely suggest therapy, or there are a lot of helplines that are free lines that you can look up as far as assault and that kind of thing that can help you, as you move through that journey. And definitely take no blame for anything like that, and not even blame for having hidden it for so long. It's, that's the brain doing what it's supposed to do, which is to protect you, and in that moment decide, forget about it, we're just going to move forward. We don't have to deal with this right now. So I'm going to quit rambling now and let you get on with your day. If you could like and subscribe, it does help me grow as a channel. Comments also help. Make sure you subscribe to get notified of new videos, and I'll link to some playlists for emotions, or I have ones on abusive childhood trauma or relationship trauma, all kinds of stuff. So take care of yourself. Glad to see you here, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.